What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking, y'all? We got some new faces in the building. I know I throw everybody off with the timer. I think I'm going to stop using the timer because I see people jumping in and jumping out. Shout out to Newports in the building. No, we're not shouting out Newports. Let me get my chat over here, yeah, real quick. I brought out the big boy microphone today. It's a way better sound. Shout out to Mei Ling in the building. Shout out to A Boogie in the building. Shout out to Terrell Davis in the building. Leak Mills in the building. What's good, my G? Yeah, shout out to all the Shadow Watchers. If you're not contributing to the chat, or at least just making yourself known, then we can't shout you out. Hopefully I'm not buffering. If I start buffering, let me know, y'all. It's like real wishy-washy right now. It looked good for the moment anyway. So today we're talking about, let's run the intro real quick. I'll be right back. If we could.
I'm a big YouTuber.
I literally cover court cases for a living.
I'm gonna give you my ID.
I cover the court cases for a living.
Yeah, what up, y'all? Welcome to Crown TV. I am the Crown Prince. Shout out to the Royal Fam, man. We done leveled up. We putting the petty things away. Hashtag Royal Fam in the comments if you hear me. If you want to donate to the channel and help us grow, you could do that through the Super Chat or the Cash App. Let's get it. Yeah, hopefully we're not buffering, y'all. I really want to get through this thing. Yeah, smash the like button for me, y'all. Thank you, Mei Ling. Yo, are y'all seeing any buffering before I get started? Shout out to Ant Team Smoke in the building. Shout out to Jamal Green in the building. Shout out to Mauser Grigsby in the building. That's a name right there. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Where you from? Where you at? Okay, no buffering. That's good. I see it blinking over here, but I gotta stop paying so much attention to that thing. That's annoying. Okay, I think the sound is good even when we buffering, so we're gonna depend on that so we could get through this video. Let me see if we got anybody else new in the building. The small news is that Drama's sentencing was moved back. I told y'all about it yesterday, but it was only a thought yesterday. Today it's actually a thing. Hold on, why none of my things are working today? So it was moved from this month on the 6th, or excuse me, November 6th. Now it's December 4th. So he got it moved back a month approximately. So now Drama is scheduled to be sentenced on December 4th.
I'm a big YouTuber.
My bad for that. I hope everybody is part of the band app. I'll run that for y'all later. Hopefully everybody is subscribed to the other YouTube channel. This is not news. There is a link in the description, and the Nightbot will probably drop one in the comments sometime soon. Shout out to the Nightbot. See, we got anybody. Pugs in the building. Shout out to Pugs. Yeah, Pugs is a woman. Shout out to Uncle Wes in the building. All right, y'all want to get to the thing or what? All right, y'all. So what this is a motion for reconsideration, and let's do Richard Chase Hoover right quick. So Richard Chase Hoover is one of the co-defendants in this case, and he actually had his case severed from the other co-defendants. I talked about this in a video that I did previously. So he had his case severed, or his trial, I should say, severed from the other co-defendants. And we saw this in cases like Irv Gotti with Supreme, where Irv's charges were money laundering or tax related, and Supreme and others were on trial for things like murder. So he didn't want his trial, he didn't want to be sitting next to these people at his trial because he felt like it would hurt his chances and make him look, like one of the murderers and the killers. So he had his case, Irv Gotti, he had his case severed. So this is the same thing going on with Richard Chase Hoover. I'm not exactly sure why, because Richard Chase Hoover actually has almost identical charges, I want to say, to everybody else in the case. So, I'm not exactly sure why. When I don't know, y'all. So I ain't gonna tell you nothing that I don't know. But that is the facts, that he had his trial severed. So this is a motion for reconsideration, and this is based upon, we're going to go through it. It's not a lot of reading. It's not real heavy. I know sometimes this stuff could get heavy, y'all. This is not one of those times, but everything that we're going to read is necessary for y'all to understand exactly what's happening. So let's take this stamp off and let's go here. It says the defendant Richard Chase Hoover moves for reconsideration of this court's order of August 6, 2019, in which the court denied Hoover's motion to suppress. As explained in a briefing on that motion, the investigation of the defendant Richard Chase Hoover was launched based on a photograph found inside a white Jeep Cherokee, a vehicle that belonged to suspected ringleader Abdul West. Y'all know that's AR-AB. And that sentence right there is important. It says the investigation of defendant Richard Chase Hoover was launched based on this photograph. Well, we're going to move on. It says, in concluding that the government's application for a 2703 order met the low threshold of specific and articulable facts, showing that there are reasonable grounds to believe that information sought is relevant and material to an ongoing criminal investigation. This court relied on the fact that the photograph was found in the car of a known drug dealer. These paragraphs describe the photograph found in the car of the defendant West, who was already the subject of investigation. We're going to move on to the next page. I tried to find stuff to skip in here. It ain't really nothing you can skip, but it's real short. It says, but from a recent discovery production provided to a co-defendant, defendant Hoover has reason to believe that the photograph was not found inside the vehicle of Abdul West, but was instead found inside a different vehicle. Specifically, in a discovery provided to defendant Hans Gadsden, we did a video on him not too long ago, received on August 13, 2019, there is a section entitled Jeep and Impala Search Photos, which contains photographs of items found inside the white Jeep Cherokee that belonged to defendant West, AR-AB, and photographs of items found in a different car, a blue Impala. The photographs of the items found in the Jeep are taken against the white background of the Jeep. The photographs of the other items found in the Impala are taken against the blue background of the Impala. And now, let me go back. Hold on. The photograph of defendant Hoover and Amir Boyer that law enforcement used to launch the investigation of Hoover, attached here as Exhibit A, has the blue background of the Impala, leading to the logical evidentiary conclusion that the photograph was not found inside the Jeep Cherokee that belonged to West, but instead the Impala. I want to show y'all that so y'all can see what we talking about here. So this is the picture in question, and you can see right here at the top that is clearly taken on the blue Impala. So this picture was used to launch this investigation against this person. Now we're going to go on a little bit because this is super important. Let me move this up a little bit. Shout out to the chat if you ain't here. We're going to move this up a little bit. It says the government used the connection of the photograph depicting Hoover with the vehicle of a known drug dealer to support the showing it had to make to obtain the order. Defendant Hoover submits that that showing could not and would not have been satisfied by the fact that the photograph was found in the Impala. And because that photograph was the basis for the initial pen register trap and trace, which eventually led to the warrant at issue, the order and pen register were obtained in violation of the law and the Constitution. Thus, the anticipatory search warrants that at issue should be stripped of all information derived from the unlawful original order. Without that unlawfully obtained information, there was no basis for the magistrate judge to find probable cause to issue a warrant to search the home and truck. This court should therefore conclude that the search was unconstitutional and the grant requested. So this motion was granted. So the motion was granted. So what the feds have done is they've used this photograph that they tampered with by misrepresenting it to launch this investigation into this person. Subsequent to that, they've obtained trap and traces. They've also obtained several warrants behind that related to this person. So what we're talking about is the fruit of the tree argument. Hold on, okay, we back. We're talking about the fruit of the tree argument. So, if this gets thrown out, which it probably will, everything behind it will also get thrown out. I hope y'all hearing this. I'm blinking. I'm probably paying too much attention to it. But everything behind it will also get thrown out. We're talking about the fruit of the poisonous tree. So the implications are also for everybody else. I showed y'all this in another video where this happened, where one defendant got the Instagram and photos and all of that evidence, rap videos, he got it all thrown out. So what happens after that is then all the other defendants follow and join that motion, and they all get it thrown out as well. So all the evidence that is related to the trap and trace and the warrants that came behind that are all suspect at this point. He said audio is good. Yo, let me check on the chat and see what y'all think about this. Let me see if I'm missing anybody. Shout out to Eugene Mickens in the building. Shout out to Quay in the building. All right. Shout out to Dope Action in the building. Shout out to is Fig in the building. Yeah, we bought out the big boy mic today, so hopefully the audio is a lot better. So for everybody who missed it, a quick redo. The feds have been tampering with evidence, misplacing evidence, misrepresenting evidence in this case. And they took this picture and they launched the investigation based on their misrepresentation of this picture. This is the picture that you see in the thumbnail, and everything behind that investigation is now going to be suspect. So we're going to see that in the coming days. Douglas McDonald, shout out to you. Shout out, I think I to Real Davis in the building. He said, hey, I'm late, man. So all of the evidence is no good. Are they going to have to reinvestigate all the evidence? All of the evidence is suspect. And that's only the evidence that is tied to this specific person. But you got to remember, all of the evidence that they get from these trap and traces, from all of these search warrants, they're using this evidence against other people. So all of the evidence that they obtain from the trap and traces and warrants related to this person is now suspect. So if this starts getting thrown out, it's got to get thrown out for everybody. So we don't know exactly what all of that evidence is, but we're going to start seeing it in this paperwork. That's for sure. Shout out to Reno in the building. Shout out to, Dark Low not involved in the case at all. To my knowledge, he's not, I know he's free, but I don't think he's involved in the case at all. I see the buffering, y'all. Let me wait a couple seconds. At least we got the information out. I don't want to stop and restart it because I don't know for sure that it's going to stay on the same live. Let me see what y'all doing out there. Dan, thank you for answering. Love your channel. I will always watch. God bless. Shout out to you, Douglas McDonald. I appreciate you. Yo, I think it's like part of the day or something, man, where everybody busy. My life just be going crazy. I don't know if AR-AB about to come home. They still got a lot of hurdles they got to cross, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But, and then this has bigger implications. Like the feds is playing with evidence. You never know what other implications that might have on this case. 48 laws in the back, that's a fact. Kevin Frank says, can you cover the skinny me case? You gotta clarify that for me, Kevin Frank. Elliot Ness says the feed is coming through. I think I pay too much attention to this thing on the screen. I don't know how accurate it really is. I know when it stays red, that's a problem. Lee Major says some crooked FBI agents hiding a deeper conspiracy, sabotage the evidence about drug dealing, corrupt police, and AR-AB case. Yeah, man, there's a lot of things, man, that I be going through in this paperwork. That these lawyers, they got good lawyers, though. Hopefully it's just the video and not the audio. But at least we got through the information. This not really a long live. We're not gonna sit around. I actually took a loss today. I lost my cousin today, so I'm not in the greatest of moods. But I just wanted to get the information out. Yeah, I'm actually seeing it stay red for longer periods. So at least we got the information out. We'll come back later when the waves is not so busy and everybody ain't on the internet. Y'all gotta remember I'm out in the country now, so I'm adjusting to that life. I appreciate everybody who sorry for the loss. Yeah, I lost my cousin, man, and it's really somebody that's close to me, and somebody that taught me a lot of what I know and taught me how to survive out here. So it's a big loss. He died of lung cancer. Um, it's not exactly a natural cause, but it's better than dying at the hands of one of these suckers out here for something senseless. So I do find some solace in that. I appreciate the condolences from y'all sincerely. Yeah, so he actually died not of natural causes, but of something other than some senseless violence or something like that. So I do find some solace in that. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to Queen of Detroit in the building. Shout out to Corey Derricott, I think that says, in the building. Shout out to 2Ls Jr. Legendary 6'2" in the Yo, bro, what's up, bro? I didn't even know that was you. I saw you in like a couple chats, man. I didn't even know that was you, bro. Shout out to that's one of the homies from back home, man. Yeah, I know it's buffering. Shout out to Ski 740 in the building. I appreciate you. Shout out to Reps Up 100. Shout out to Lee Major. Yeah, got Queen of Detroit. We got Ronnie Hicks in the building. I appreciate everybody's condolences. We're going to check out on the note, on the strength of this stream right here. Larry, nigga, hit me up on Instagram, my G, at The Real Prince. So I'm going to get with y'all later tonight. We're going to have a later live. It's less busy. And I appreciate you too, 2Ls Junior Legendary. I appreciate you. And hit me up on Instagram, fam. And I'm gonna catch up with y'all later. Yeah, we're gonna do a later live. We probably get saucy again. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hope y'all appreciate the info. And I'll get with y'all later, y'all.